flopping up into the air, flailing down, and one of the guys, his mic goes off and says, "You need to get this guy back to, you need to get him back to the medical area ASAP. The doctor's already there." So, they put him on the stretcher, they pick him up, and they take him out really quick. And, by this time, the captain, now there's a lot of people standing up. People are standing on their seats trying to get a good look of this. And a couple more, sounds of the captain tapping on his glass, and he goes, "Excuse me, everyone, please go back to your seats and let's continue the celebration and the festivities, please. Everyone, the man will be okay. We have the best physicians on board. We have the best medical staff on board. I assure you this man will be okay." And, it seems to calm down a little bit. I mean, everybody is just naturally panicking. And yes, they. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to interrupt, but
No
in
problem.
the ruckus, I want to do something. It's just a test, kind of like a test scenario.
Mm-hmm.
So will you indulge me?
Sure. Are you? Yeah. What do you want to do?
All right. I noticed this giant ring on this lady's hand,
Uh-huh.
and my old gypsy ways are going to kick in here.
Uh-huh.
So, to stand up and try to console the lady as much as possible, handling her, holding her, doing whatever I need to do as I kind of walk along with her.
Mm-hmm.
And what I want to do is try to remove that ring from her finger.
Oh my God.
Now, from what I understand, you do like a stealth check for that.
Let me get my skills out here.
You naughty, naughty girl.
Yeah, stealth is the ability to both hide and move quietly, as well as palm objects and pick pockets. In many Savage Worlds games, knowing exactly when your hero has been spotted and when he hasn't has been critical. Okay, so I believe this would probably be a opposed notice. I think. Let me see. Let me read on. Sneak up on foes. Active force. Okay. All right. Make an opposed notice rolls against the sneaking character stealth skill. Alright, so you can go ahead and do a stealth skill roll. And I will also...
Dice worked in with those as well, or
They are.
just for ability?
Yep.
Yeah.
Trait. Oh,
They
okay.
they will not be for me because my NPC is not a wild die type of...
Wild card.
yeah, it's not a
Okay.
wild card creature, so I will just do a flat number.
You get your wild eye on everything except for damage rolls, I believe.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So roll a stealth.
Not you, Beth.
Yeah, so I'm going to
Okay.
go ahead and do I'm going to go ahead and do my roll, which is going to be a D4.
Alright.
Alright, so go ahead and do your stealth check. This is what I rolled. I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1. Okay. Oh wow, did you have you must have had a raise. You actually
I
had a
have a
7. You have a
D8.
D8. Okay, cool. So, yeah, rather easily, her ring slips right off her finger as you are now palming it in your hand. And, you kind of switch it to your other hand and kind of itch your breasts a little bit and stick it down into your bra. As you're consulting her, And she says, "Oh, thank you so much, darling. What's your name, sweetheart?"
Oh, my name is Vera.
Ve-
Everything is
Ver-
going to be
Ver-
okay.
Oh, my poor Billy. He's everything to me. I don't know what I'll do without him. I don't know what I'll do
You're
without
the
him.
greatest veterinarians on this boat. You'll
Vet-
be just fine.
Veterinarians. That's for a pet. Oh my God! I have
Oh.
to talk to the captain. Captain, this lady said that you have veterinarians on the vessel, and several of the other medics that were still there kind of asking people what happened. They're saying no, it's physician. She's not from here. She can tell that, and then she kind of laughs a little bit. She says, "Oh, sweetie, Vera, you had me so worried there for a second, Vera."
I'm gonna look at Dee Dee. and I'm gonna say veterinarians. She means they don't eat meat.
Something like that, Cletus. Exactly. Yes. You know more than you let on. You're quite the perceptive fellow, you are. Good show there, Vera. You consoled the grieving woman rather nicely.
So yeah, she, as this is the final medics, they do walk off. Mrs. Haynes does thank you again, Vera, and thank you for everyone for being so kind to her. And she basically walks off with the other two physicians as it looks like they're heading over to the medical facilities on the ship. They're heading over to the
character is thinking
infirmary.
this is a good score. I can afford that flight back now.
She wouldn't let me console her, Vera. I don't think she likes black guys, unlike some people. Present company excluded. But at least you got her hysterics under control. That's one good thing.
You guys want to go ahead and take a break? It's a little bit after 10
So
you just
o'clock.
witnessed
It's
somebody
a
having a heart
little
attack
bit.
right in
Yeah.
front of you. Didn't look good. When they're breaking
Billy
out
Hayes,
paddles. Billy Haynes. Mr. Billy Haynes from Texas. Owner of a couple of oil fields, a couple cattle farms, and I had just had to get away from the Lone Star State and all those steers, and well, you know what I'm talking about there, Dee Dee,
I
huh?
wanted to get a ShamWow from him or something, but he just fucking had a heart attack. Like, what the fuck?
I don't
Oh
think
my
my
God.
Texas accent probably isn't too good. So
Not
No, I
very.
like it.
It's okay. I like No Billy. I
Well,
hate to
compared to your
We should get
Minnesota
Billy to do a
accent.
special guest appearance.
so they're taking him to the infirmary.
Yeah.
And, the crowd settles back down. All of the the pure screams of terror that you heard, the high pitched female screams and shit. They've subsided. They've taken this guy. Captain Romero got up, assured everybody that the gentleman would be okay, and they have the finest physicians on board that will take care of him. So what are you guys doing? What do you guys
I
think?
sit back down at the table, put my my napkin back in my lap, and I look over to everybody.
You think that guy's gonna be okay? Dude just fell out right at the table.
Right at your feet, Dee Dee.
Do you think there's something in this food or something? Your son didn't look too good either, there, Betty. I'm sure he's all right.
No.
Don't take that the wrong way. I'm sure he's all right, but I'm just saying.
He'll take a dream of me and watch The Beyond. He'll be fine.
Okay. That's a mother's confidence for you there. Vera, you got a
20.
good look
He's a
at
big
it. You
boy.
think
He
he'll
can
be
handle
okay?
himself.
He's 20? Okay. He's old enough to make his own life choices,
Well-
would you say?
I think I'm gonna take a Budweiser.
Budweiser.
Watch one of them pay-for movies and rub one out, and I'm going to bed.
Oh my God, what a low-born fellow we are festooned with here. Cletus,
Hello.
I'm sure you're just jesting with all this talk of rubbing one out, as you say, and drinking Budweiser. You wouldn't be here
I
amongst all
immediately
these
opened my dictionary.
amongst all these high society people talking about such things, Cletus.
But you say Mater, I say Mater.
I say tomato, but yes.
Yeah, Mater. I don't care
Mater.
who you are. I don't care who any of them are. I am who I am, and if I'm gonna go rub one out, I'm gonna go rub one out.
I applaud your honesty there, Cletus. All right, and you'd never change, you pretty squishy thing. All right, I'm about half drunk. I'm gonna pour me some more wine. Vera, a refill?
Oh, please.
Betty, are you indulging this evening? Your
Of
son,
course I'm
your son
drinking
is tucked
vodka.
in.
What are you
Hey,
drinking?
Vera.
Vodka. Beet vodka.
I'm
What
drinking
is it,
vodka on the rocks.
What
Vodka.
is that book that you're reading?
Garçon, another vodka for the lady here.
Coming right up, sir. As he walks over to the bar.
Vera, what is that book that you're reading?
Oh, it is my translation.
Your what?
My translation.
Well, I had one of those one time with penicillin, cleared it right up.
Oh my!
Translation, Cletus. So she understands these words coming out of your mouth, which, frankly, I understand only half of them.
You want to borrow book?
Well,
I don't know if you could understand.
no. See, I only went through the 9th grade, and by the time I got to 9th grade, all the books in the library at our one-room school been colored in. And I didn't get much book learning.
The United States Army, Marines took you in just fine then. You didn't have to take any kind of written exam or anything to get into the Marines?
No, they had one of them tests called something like a ASVAB or a BOODAB or BDAB or some one of them DAB tests.
I think I know what you're talking about, Cletus.
And I took that test, and all I did was went in and I just colored in bubbles. And they said that I did really good on it. So
Okay. All
they
right.
told me I could join the Marine Corps. And so I joined the Marine Corps, and they sent me to Afghanistan. And I got in there, and I already knowed how to shoot. And I already knowed how to hide in the woods.
So you've been to Afghanistan then, Cletus.
He already knowed. He knowed how to.
I already knowed.
So, Cletus, what did you do over there in Afghanistan?
I killed people.
You killed people?
Yeah, I killed them towel heads.
I mean, these were enemy combatants, right, Cletus? You just, like I've heard on the news, just go in and slaughter villages wholesale or anything, did you?
Every time they come running out with a gun going, Ali, 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 yeah, I just kept them.
Ah, dear Cletus. You are a hero, sir, indeed. I salute you yet again. Vera, what do you think about this? Afghanistan wars? You've heard about that over there where you're from, I assume.
Yes, I know many people who fought in this wars.
Which side were they on, if I may inquire?
Oh, the winning side, of course.
Okay, so the Russians, all right.
Nice.
So yeah,
Pretty
I'm
sure
just,
we beat them too.
I'm drinking it up here. And, I don't know what fuck. Betty, you're indulging as well, Betty?
No, I don't drink.
You don't drink? Oh God, to be sure. I've heard all sorts of stories about the professors in their little break rooms, tipping an odd glass here and there. Surely you indulge, Betty. How do you get past all the stress of all those students wanting you to approve of their work and such?
Coffee.
Another coffee, they'll refill
Lots
it.
of coffee.
Always coffee.
Mr. Manfred, what are you drinking over
I'm drinking champagne.
there? Some sort of celebration, or just happy to be outside in the general population, should I say?
Well, just I can afford it, so why not?
Alright. I think I'll help you finish that bottle, and I throw back my wine and I offer my glass to Puck. How about a sip of that? Let me see what the high side of society drinks.
Well, I'll show him the bottle of a very exquisite champagne here.
Okay.
Well.
Can I get a glass? Help a brother out, please, Mr. Manfred.
Get a brother, get some.
Waiter, bring another empty glass for Mr. Didi over here.
Right away, sir. Right away, Mr. Mantooth.
It's Manfred.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were Dorothy Mantooth's husband. Dorothy Mantooth's husband. I'm so sorry, sir.
What? Is
Hey.
Dorothy Mantooth some sort of...
You don't remember that from the
ship
Anchorman?
celebrity or something?
Never mind. If you,
Is she in the Golden Girls act
No,
later on?
she's
I don't have
she's
a a program for you.
Yeah. She was Vance's mother in Anchorman.
Dave, I'm sorry.
Remember that when they had their fight?
For like 5 minutes. I will be right back.
No problem, babe. Take a break. We got it. Take a break. All right, so now the ballroom is starting to die down a little bit. You can see people are starting to, the music's really starting to die down. Looks like a couple of the musicians are starting to pack up their instruments. It's probably about 10 o'clock now. Looks like a lot of people are starting to wind down, and looks like several of the bars are basically closing up, and looks like people are starting to head back to their rooms.
Do I feel any ill effects from
No.
food and stuff?
No,
Yeah,
you're
'cause
feeling you're feeling really good. Everybody's feeling pretty good from the alcohol. The alcohol is definitely
right.
top shelf here, that's for sure. Betty, you're just kind of looking at everybody going, wow, they drank a lot of booze tonight.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and order me up 2 or 3 cases, and I'm gonna go back to my room.
I'm sorry, sir, but we do not have Budweiser in a can here on this vessel.
What? What about Natty Ice?
We do not have that rubbish that you're asking
Milwaukee's
for.
best.
Sir, you were on the Pinnacle. You were not on Flotsam's wild safari boat ride, sir. You're on the Pinnacle.
Oh my God! What about High Life? Do you have High Life?
No, sir, we do not. We just have top shelf malts.
Come
and
on, High Life.
docks
That's
and
the
reds.
champagne of beers.
You can get a Budweiser. If you would like a draft, I shall summon you one of those. But we do not have beer or Bud in a can, as you call it.
That's outrageous.
Cletus, calm down. You can drink it out of a glass. You've seen us drink out of glasses. It's not that difficult.
What do you have in bottles?
We do not have bottles, sir. We just have bottles of wine and liquor.
What do you have in bottles of liquor?
We have any kind of liquor that you'd like, but of course you're going to have to pay for it.
That's fine, Johnny Walker. 3 bottles.
I'm sure that'll probably run you about $100.
Here you go.
I will deliver it to the room, sir.
Cletus, you got some PTSD or something? Why are you drinking so heavily, man? I'm already almost shit-faced. I can't believe your tolerance is that much more than mine.
No,
You're some sort of
it's-
super being?
This stuff ain't nothing, man. This is like drinking water where I come from.
All right, Cletus. Do enjoy your evening, then.
You can drink this stuff and then you can piss fire.
You're not going to watch the Golden Girls late-night burlesque show with us? I'm sure
I'll
you'll
catch,
enjoy
I'll
that.
catch the reruns later.
I think this is a one-off thing, Cletus. But suit yourself. Mr. Manford, are you going to be coming to the Golden Girls show?
Yes, I will.
It's still a couple hours away, so you've got
Right.
a little while to kind of freshen up and change again if you'd like, and lots of changing going on this ship.
I'm gonna go.
Right.
I'm gonna go mingle around the ship and see if I can find me any single ladies.
Sure.
Whoa.
Yeah, everybody starts to. I guess everybody would head out. Betty, Vera, Puck. Everybody starts to head out. Seems like you're starting to shoo everyone out anyway. Looks like they're going to be clearing out a lot of the tables for probably another show.
Right on.
All right, so
I had
Cut
back
off
to my
the
room
skull ring.
to get
So-
prepped up.
I'm sure a couple of you probably would want to stop by your rooms. Probably, I don't know what for,
Yeah.
but maybe. So you guys are traveling, down the corridors throughout the ship, and you work your way back up. Well, you're on the 4th level, but you still go up another flight to get to where all of the quarters are. So, just before you get there, from a lower deck, you hear a scream. You hear a female scream, "Ah!" and you see Mrs. Haynes, the wife of Billy Haynes, running up the stairs, and she literally jumps on Vera almost.
Oh my god.
And you notice that
Calm
Yeah.
down, woman. What are you doing?
she is pale as a ghost. You also notice that her right forearm is bloody, and like I said, she is literally looks like all the blood is gone from. She's just drained white as a ghost, you know, and she's so hysterical as she's floundering up the steps, and she keeps rambling. Oh my God, they're all dead. They're all dead. The doctors. Oh my God, my poor Billy's dead.
I slap
And
her
she
down.
basically latches herself right into Vay's arms. Okay, so Dee Dee, you slap her.
I slap her. Woman, come to your senses. What are you talking about?
Okay, give me a fighting. Give me a fighting attack,
I want
please.
to kill her now.
Yeah.
This is this is non-lethal.
She has a 2 parry. Oh my God. You're
So
a
I
D
hit her.
D12 at level 1. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so you
I
bit.
slapped a bitch.
You
Holy
pimp slapped
crap.
her in the next week.
I'm trying
So
to straighten her up.
she-
That's what you do to hysterical women.
She basically had a parry of a 2. So she and you can see she's got her face covered up a little bit, and she's sniveling a little bit, and she takes her head her hand off, and you can see she's got finger marks over her face where you
Held back a little bit.
where you fucking slapped.
I'm kind of aghast at
Sort-
what I've just
Sort
done.
of like
A little
reminiscing
bit.
of being back in Chicago on the streets. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean,
Right. All I saw was white boys, black boys beating on me, Dave. That's all I saw. My shit went red, dude. woman, come to your senses. I'm sorry for hitting you so hard, but you're raving. What happened? Explain things.
I'm so sorry. Oh, yes, yes, Mr. White. It was such a scene. I was alongside my husband, and all of a
Right.
sudden his eyes were rolled into the my poor husband. His eyes were rolled into the back of his head, and he bit me. He attacked me.
bit you?
And I was pleading with him as he was. And you can see, you look down at her forearm, and
I've had that
literally,
happen to me once or twice.
There's blood on her arm.
yeah, like a huge chunk of skin is like missing out of her arm.
Oh my God.
And she, oh my gosh, Betty, you've had this happen to you. Oh, darling.
I quickly take off my what is it called? My ascot and wrap it around her wound. I give her like a quick field dressing.
Okay, yeah.
Here, I tied this up tight. Here, this should stop the bleeding for now, but we gotta get you some help, woman. What
I'm
else
not
happened?
going back there. Oh, I'm not. The doctors are
Said they all
dead.
died.
Sugar, all the doctors are dead. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. I saw it.
All the doctors is dead. What the fuck? How did they die?
Oh my!
My husband, he got up and started attacking them, and I pleaded with him, and he just wasn't himself. I couldn't see his eyes. His eyes were rolled into the back of his head. Oh my goodness, boy.
All right, calm down.
My
Calm down.
Billy. His eyes were
Where is-
rolled in the
What
back
in
of
the
his
fuck
head.
is going on?
Where is Billy now?
He is
Did all
in-
this happen down in the infirmary?
just a couple minutes ago. Oh, it was so horrible. I need to get to my room. I'm lightheaded right now.
All right. We'll carry you back to your room. I will. Anyway.
oh.
Where is your room at, honey?
I'm just right upstairs. Thank God thank God I ran into you.
Just calm down. Just calm down.
And she
Everything's gonna be all right.
kind of faints but catches herself a little bit,
Okay.
and just kind of hugging
this?
on Vera and both of you, and both of you are getting blood on your
Okay.
clothes and whatnot.
Oh God,
But
what
this-
happened to this woman?
I'll go
This-
find that Ramiro feller.
I'll give you a quick recap.
Vera,
We
yeah,
walked
you-
out of the dining area, and as we were walking up the stairs toward our rooms, this woman, Billy Haynes' wife, came running up to us screaming. She ran into you, Vera, and almost knocked you down on the stairs. And then I slapped her because she was being very hysterical.
What's up,
and,
Dakota?
and I got her to calm down, and she explained that her husband bit her, and she's got a great big gash on her arm. And she said
Oh,
that all the medics are dead back in the infirmary. So that's where we're at now. We're carrying her back to her room, I guess.
Oh, yes, Sugar, I just need to lay down for a minute. I need to gather my thoughts here. I'm just in, this damsel's in distress. Oh.
Calm down, woman. Calm down. We almost at your room.
I'm saying to the rest, I'm going to search for the captain.
Yeah, please do that. That would be good, Mr. Manfred. Go ahead and find the captain. Somebody needs to be told about this. We need some security or something up in here.
Oh, that place has to be wandered off.
Unbelievable. That is awesome.
Let's
Security.
Get some security. Let's get her up to her room then. All right, we're carrying her to
And
her
I'm
room.
start to search for the captain.
Right. He I guess did he
Try
leave the dining
to
hall?
go to the bridge.
Say security one more time.
Security.
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 All right. That foreigner there, he's going off to get the captain. Let's get this crazy white woman up in her room, and we're gonna make sure we safe. Cletus, you got my back, right? You used to fighting and stuff, right? Cletus, wake
handle
up.
it.
Are you drunk already? I told you couldn't handle 3 more bottles of Johnny Walker.
I'm gonna go pick that Johnny Walker up.
Cletus, snap out of it. He said he would deliver it to your room. Pay attention, Cletus.
And there's really no one around when this happens. I mean, you guys are the only ones that
Okay.
that are, on the stairwell, on the, the fourth deck, and there's the stairs coming from the third deck. So you're going up that final flight to get up to all the rooms. So who's going to be doing what now? This is very important. Who's going where? Who is doing what?
I guess since she's like kind of hanging on me and Vera, we're carrying her upstairs. I don't know what Cletus is going to do or Betty.
I'm gonna grab a bottle of liquor and I'm gonna see if I can get her to take a drink.
I'm going to the captain.
Puck was headed.
I'm
to
going
the captain.
to the bridge.
Okay, so
area.
Cletus, you're going with Dee Dee and Vera also then?
I'm gonna grab a bottle of liquor and then I'm gonna go with them.
Well, you don't have any liquor on you. You're still, you're still on your way up to your cabin. The
Okay, good deal.
the steward
They
said
said
that
they
he
would
would
deliver
deliver your alcohol to you.
Okay.
So so are you going back to your room, Cletus, or are you going to, or what are you doing?
I'll go with Dee Dee and Vera.
Okay, so all three of you are going with Mrs. Haynes. What about you,
Yeah.
Betty?
I'm gonna check on Sam.
Okay, you are going to go check on Sam, which is definitely on the way. Your room is the Haynes' room is basically, they have like the Luxor suite, as they call it, the Luxor suite, and they're at the very, very end, where basically their cabin is basically the entire front of the ship. One like a crescent moon, very massive room. I mean, you remember seeing pictures of it and stuff out in the halls and the lobbies and shit like that. And so everybody heads. Puck, what are you doing again, Puck? You're gonna go alert the captain.
Going, for the captain.
So you're going back into the ballroom because the captain was still kind of mingling with the guests and whatnot, right? Okay, Puck.
Yeah.
So that's
See
where
if
you're
he's
going.
Still there, and
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm going to the bridge.
Okay, so yeah, we'll deal with you in just a second, Puck. So you can get a couple little nappy poos real quick before we're back to you. So, Betty,
Drink some coffee.
you get back up to your room and you see that your son is sleeping in his bed. Okay. What are you gonna do? But you definitely see that he's in his bed. Anything else?
Probably
Hand in his mouth.
lay down on my bed and watch La Belle La Bête.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right. So you don't even.
1946.
Okay. So you're not checking on your son or nothing like that. You're You just see that he's there. You see his head from under the covers, and you jump into the bed. Okay, that's cool. That's good. Now to Vera, Dee Dee, and Cletus. You three are helping Mrs. Haynes up. You help her up the final set of stairs because their doors are basically at the end of the corridor where everybody else's rooms are. You know, they're on the sides of the room, and then straight ahead is their double doors to, you know,